What's up, guys? Second game for LTA South. Really, the first game was a banger. Very close. Pain should have won, technically. All things considered, they should have won. But Furia found a way. And the part of that way is just making the most egregious mistake you can ever make in a game is Pain trying to save an in-team team member. And it was very unfortunate because it was also in the only lane that had suitable waves to push to end. So it just aligned perfectly. Now going to this next game, they have a more defensive topic instead of going with the Camille, which has its purposes for latching onto like Ahri, Ezreal, who are high mobility, and then trying to win against Sion inside. At 2 items, we have a Galio, who pretty much wins up to first item and then kind of steadily loses. We have a very high focus on mid jungle again, like Azir Bobby, Wukong Annie. Theirs is technically better, and all things to consider, theirs is technically better. And I do kind of like the comp more on Pain's side compared to Furia, but it doesn't mean that they can't win, right? Like, I mean, Wukong, Annie, Leona, like, they're very strong picks still. So, like, when combined together, right? And so a lot of the game's focus is going to be on mid lane, and what can they get done? And if they can't get anything done, oh boy, this is going to be a rough one. So let's get into it.
Avança para deixar a sua visão dentro da equipe adversária, então, para tentar fazer o track do tudo da vida mais fácil pro Carioca, claro, para todos os anos. Vocês, cara, estão com o N, Galho, pegar seus ultimates, aí já fui mostrar realmente suas garras, colocar esse jogo um pouco mais pra cima. A PEN pode sempre encontrar.
So this guy's pathing for the Rumble, they're pathing for the Senna.
Então com isso, ele vai conseguir dar algumas habilidades e sair correndo, então é um forte desengage, né? Eles são bastante nessa proposta, porque vai fazer a primeira entrada, vocês conseguem sair da primeira vez, é muito alcance dependendo do decorrer do jogo, de Tristana e Jazzy, então acho que isso vai ser escolha de um, mostra pra gente que eles são bem focados nessa proposta de aguentar, depois virar segundo. Não existe essa grande possibilidade, né? A PEN parece que fez uma boa leitura e dessas escolhas da Fúria de como absorver todo esse grande game, depois voltar pra batalha, e aí esse é o pior cenário possível pra Fúria, né? Tem um embaixo, mas sem gasto de feitiço.
Wait, they already got the Senna flash.
Depois voltar pra batalha, e aí esse é o pior
Oh boy, that's rough. He lost flash already. And unfortunately, the Poppy is not pathing down here. Well, listen to the crowd for a second. I love it. I love hearing the crowd, man. So they need a ward, because, yeah, they know the Wukong's pathing down here. Seems Romer's trying to be playing around the Annie shield so he's not taking extra damage. It's a little hard. Close. Very close, but the thing is, they know they're playing on the Wukong, especially because it's the timer where Wukong is going to start finishing, so they thought they could sneak this on him. Oh. I mean, he was very close, right? It was very, very close. But they do have exhaust. So let's see how he exhausts. 1 HP. Actually, 1 HP. You know what? He could get it if he was willing to let... If Rao was willing to take it, I mean, they would die, though. They would literally both die to get the skill. It's just not worth it. I mean, it was incredible. Like I said, it was incredibly close in the end. So, like, you could make the argument that, like, oh, you know, it is miscalculated. Like, I think it was still worth it because if they kill him on weak side, it's like fucking massive, which is true. But is it worth the risk ever? No. I mean, that's just the main thing to me to say in the end is like, it's never worth going for this. I know why you want to, but it's not worth going for it. Like, it needs to be more obvious of like an auto win to me, and it was not. Plus the Senna W honestly was massive because it ended up actually catching both of them, so that kind of sucked. Okay, so they get a natural drag timer, and these guys are actually swapping out of this. Interesting. But if they're swapping out of this, why would Poppy run all the way bot? What the fuck? I don't know. Like, I'm watching this situation and I'm trying to think to myself, because Poppy just finished this. Poppy can then go into the enemy's top side with her support. I mean, I don't know if the support can actually go that way. You definitely will look mid one time here. And so on this mid wave, you would get it over the Annie. So the Annie can't do anything, right? The Annie in theory will do literally nothing. They go for the fight. And like, it's cool that he gets the smite. Obviously this guy's dead as shit. Honestly, the Annie probably should save her stun. Because what is Poppy actually gonna do here? Or not save her stun, but save her R. Or is it better for them to just kill this guy right away? I mean, the Galio's R this entire time. Nah, Annie should just use it. They need to kill this guy. So, the Galio should be R'ing right now, because they should all be getting the magic shield. So, it's, like, I mean, look how much damage they took. Like, now he does it, but it's way too late. So they take a whole bunch of damage. The Leo is trying to latch onto the Zir, which I'm cool with. I mean, like, to be honest, he probably could just wait. But it is what it is. Sen is not 6.
Chegada do herói, o Weiser pode cair, já garante abate em cima do Tatu. A Pin coloca todas as fichas desse momento e vai ser recompensada a fúria inteira por ali. Acaba tendo 4-2 embates no total por enquanto. Curi recuando, Romer também, mas aqui a fúria reconquista os abates.
Annie got the kills though, and that's like, Annie got 3 kills, and so she's very close to like her item already, which is very, very nice. The Zir did not have the flash, which is good, but the Annie didn't have the flash either. And so they're trying to make a quick one on bot. Poppy kind of hinted it. Personally, I don't think they should be going for this anyways. Because the Galio, look at the Galio. The Galio has full conditions. This guy just TP'd. The Wukong should go do his red. Yeah, he should. He should go do his red. But he tries to make it quickly bot, which means his entire top camps are open, which is, I mean, not typically the most desired. And yeah, this could have gone worse. It was just kind of overforced by Furia. I don't think he had to do that. I feel like I would have just used my Wukong R and used this to fish on mid. And just keep this, like, keep doing these kinds of plays on mid, because my Annie is 3-0. So they don't have mid push right now. In all sense and purposes, if they wanted to, they could contest it. While the Annie's stuck on mid wave. Should they contest it? Probably not. I mean, look at the items. It looks pretty bad. You don't even have Poppy R. I mean, they don't have Wukong R, but you don't have Poppy R. And the Trist conditions are, like, just okay. So the base is kind of more preferred. So it's like, okay, sure. Let's give up the grubs. Smoked him. And so getting a kill bot plus some camps sounds pretty good to me for Pain side. Well played. That was really nice. Good job by Curry. They're making some pretty good comeback plays, not gonna lie. And so I'm trying to think here right now is, when are they gonna start getting the Annie rolling? Because they have the Annie now, like, stepping up on top. She hasn't based yet, so she's clearly waiting to base TP with her item. Maybe after this wave she has it, because it's been a while. She lost the cannon. Kind of annoying. He still doesn't have it? Surely he has it. I mean, like, surely he has it. It's not that expensive. I'd love to see what the gold is. Yeah, he had it. Because notice he bought it and he still has his amp tome, so he literally has a surplus of gold. That's bad to me. Like, actually, wait, hold on. Ooh, I can't remember if Malignant actually has... Because I don't think it has a codex. I think it's Lost Chapter and a Blasting Wand, isn't it? So maybe he just had an extra amp tome anyways. And he just had enough for this. And if that's the case, that's cool. She walks top to save TP, so that's correct. Tuts is doing the right thing. You know, he's saving his TP. That's correct. These guys have no control of this situation. Again.
Quanto vai fazer muito bem para toda a composição da Fúria. Porque tem muito de dupla, a caminho eficiente, a própria N, o Galio, então o Romer vai se protegendo.
And the Triss is never really in a spot to like want to do things. So like this guy just constantly just runs into them and just tries to do this shit. I don't know. I'm not really sure what their plan was.
Agora teve investida do Roman na parte de cima do mapa, o Klutz que teve que flashar, tinha também a proteção do Cui, acabou não conseguindo esse match por aqui, apesar de ter utilizado o decreto, mas o Carioca lá embaixo queria entrar, viu o perigo ia sair, mas acabou não conseguindo, teve também o ultimate da Leona na cara dele, e ficou morrendo. Então, um day que é um dia que primeiro, tem a City com seu assim pleiteando lá no top, quer fazer o roubo dele, não precisa entrar com 3 mil de vida, pra tentar uma certa segurada, mas beleza, uma parte de primeiro dragão, há uma hextech no jogo. Aí então, é uma poderosíssima também, muito importante para os dois lados conseguirem focar e garantir, mas ele não é aqui, já tem um dragão pra lá, então vai ser aquela alma clean, que você corre direto para os 4 bônus em sequência, e agora é ver como é que os dois times vão jogar a partir desse momento, porque de novo o jogo dá aquela empatada, a gente tem grandes forças dos dois lados, o Klutz perdeu seu flash lá em cima depois da quebra do Roman, então tem que quebrar festivas, mas ainda é um forte, fecha a envolvência, começa a poder preocupar um pouco mais a equipe também. Mas agora vai dar esse combate contra o Gigo, liga o copo chama, a eliminação vai sair em cima da primeira vez.
Oh, my favorite. My favorite, when you have your AD, who, by the way, like, after just recovering top, so you just recover top, your Wukong needs to do his camps. You can't, like, doing this play is typically definitely something you just don't do. And the outcome is that, yeah, you killed Rumble, but they did take a plate off mid, you did lose a bunch of the wave, and they did almost just find an option in topside. And yeah, he had the flash, and so your Wukong lost flash. He kind of shoved them out. We'll see if this ends up becoming a good play or not. Oh, the Poppy got the fuck in there. Ooh. Ouch. 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 The Zir picked up a bunch of kills. Yeah, they shouldn't have, like, I don't know why they're taking this fight, by the way. Like, your Galliard's gone. You don't even have TP. Like, it's a very forced situation, and you're using everything on the Rel. So, the Rel just got Aftershock, by the way. She just got Aftershock, so now she has Aftershock. And she's taking a whole bunch of damage. The Poppy ended up being... Going in actually ended up being a lot better than I thought. Just, like, imagine this guy in Shuffle. Holy shit, this would have been so much worse if he had Shuffle. Titan buys a ton of time, and now you goes all in for it. But honestly, he should just go left. No? Shouldn't he play into this guy? He should just keep running left and play with the Tibbers. And Galio should definitely keep pushing bot. Because nobody's in there, like, he's not doing anything top. He's not interacting on bot. At worst, he should go mid. So he kind of just dropped the mid wave. The Galio dropped the mid wave, did nothing top, and didn't keep hitting bot to deny him the bot wave. So... But it is his team's fault. Like, despite that being an error by him, like, it is his team's fault for all this other shit. And these are the fights that you gotta be really careful, man. Like, you can't be... you can't be giving them these angles. You just can't. And yeah, so this is where I'm talking about where, like, even though Galio is, like, a soft counter to Rumble, it's a soft counter. Like, you do literally get outscaled pretty quick. And if you're left in isolation... Yeah, you kind of just get ran. I mean, Weiser ended up just sacking bot. And honestly, it's not the worst because they're not really going to be making a lot of side plays. Furia, like, they want to make a lot of mid lane plays. And the Galio is slow to take turrets. So Galio is slow, and you just take the Herald. Seems a-okay to me. Danny's base TP. So she's late to this play, but she is getting her base off.
o Aziz já tem seu primeiro item, tá buscando o segundo, essa vantagem de farm tá anulando, né, aqueles 3 primeiros abates que o Tuts pegou. Não teve muita agência da equipe da Fúria e agora parece que eles vão brigar.
O Tuts já comitou na jogada, o teleporte no mid, o Tatu vai pra
These guys don't have control again. And it's a little obnoxious because if I was them, like if I was Pain, first off, you don't have good vision, you see the Senna, you don't know where the Wukong is, but the Poppy needs to make a decision, are we going through mid or are we going through bot? Probably go through bot. So when the Wukong actually does finally show, which is here, it's like, wow, we're not even going through bot on this timer, because they could have literally shoved these guys out on bot side and had something, but now we're testing through mid. Second, which I'm like not the biggest fan of. So here we go. So this is their plan. So it's now their plan is to use the Herald. And so they're using the Herald to pull these guys back in and ram it. That's what they're doing. Now if you're Furia, you have two choices, because once the Galio gets the bot wave like this, they should pull. And they should keep pulling the wave. Or they should keep doing the drag, because you're set up now. Like, you're literally set up. Like, the Zero is literally top. Go. Do it. Pull it out and do it. But they don't. They get cold feet, and since they get cold feet, this is why they're able to get this play, which now turns into a bad play for Furia. And he can take over the turret. Yeah. The Wukong gets caught. He escapes. The Triss ends up inting, unfortunately. Wow, that is just so unfortunate. What the fuck? Because this Dragon's won. There's no reason for Titan to go over. And yeah, he kind of just inted it, unfortunately. Weiser has literally nothing. He just enraged. He has nothing. And if you're the Senna, like, you can just, I mean, stop hitting this Rel. Like, he could definitely just start railing like these other guys, like the Zero, the entire time. Yeah, I mean, the Rumble took forever to get back into it, and he actually might have been able to do a bit more, but they lost that fight.
O Titã quis muita dopamina, é a única explicação que eu consigo buscar no momento. Ele pula dentro do Covil, fica sozinho, isolado, perde o não faz pra fora, 0 de dano na luta com o Drake pra Fúria, ganhando uma luta expressiva no momento do jogo. O pulo, tá? É inexplicável, não deu pra entender, o Tatu tinha muita vida ainda, é aquele pulo que pode ter acabado.
Well, I have to say, Furia is like, I feel like Kane right now to me feels a bit like a better team, but the big but is that when Furia spots the Inter, they're on it. Like, they're on that guy's ass right away. And so when they're finding these moments by Pain with the mistakes, like, they're getting really punished for it. Like, it's like breaking the game almost when these situations happen.
Que deixa o time da PN deixar numa situação de conforto ainda, até que Drake, cara, porque se fosse hold down pra Fúria agora, já estaria um pouco chato demais de deixar essa Dragão, cara, eu consigo fazer o roubo. E a PN pegou essa parte do Drake, ainda deixa uma PN, viva no jogo, não tem nada decidido ainda nesse vídeo da Fúria. Agora tá 3x0 ali, o Tuts tá 7-1, pô. É isso, pô, ele tá gigante já, tá com 2 itens fechados, mais a volta evoluída. Mas o conceito que a gente fala do Lumen é o farm dele, ritmo do jogo com 7 kills, tá tudo igual, 2 abates ali, 2 abates não, 7 abates contra 2 do Lumen, e o farm que deixa o Lumen ainda vivo no jogo com 2 níveis de vantagem em cima da N.
Mais uma vez, não parece que o Tuts tá com toda a força que agora, justamente no XP, né? O Roman tá nível 15, logo atrás vem o Gigo, mas o Tuts acabou de pegar nível 14, né? Não fez, na verdade. Então, com isso, acaba mostrando um pouco que ele tá realmente um nível inteiro atrás por conta dessa vantagem de farm, de ouro, né? Também que o Roman vai trazendo no jogo.
Fundamento, é isso. Na League of Legends é sobre os seus fundamentos, farm, visão, movimentação, às vezes esses placares elásticos encantam os olhos, mas quem faz o básico do LoLzinho muito bem feito, senta na frente.
Oops, sorry. My water bottle hit the thing. I'm gonna hit my desk. So, I mean, they used anti-TP, but they dropped the top wave, which is like not the most grand thing. They're dropping mid wave, so they're late on mid wave, and then they're eyeing bot, but they didn't get mid yet. There's a lot of offset resets. A lot. I think my greatest issue so far with Pain in this game is that I feel like they just... You know, I like that one play they did. Oh my god. I like the one play they did in... where they killed Rumble inside with Poppy. Or not Rumble, sorry, killed Galio inside. And they never went for anything like that ever again. And it's kind of like, I'm not sure why, because for sure, again, on mid waves, like it's not like the easiest thing. Like both teams are like pretty even, but the Senna can have a lot of power. Did he just randomly Zonias? Oh, he got scared.
Tendo que quebrar o seu cronômetro, a armaguarda foi gasta numa jogada depois de TP direto. Aqui embaixo ele encontrou.
It was smart. I'll be honest, it was very smart. I didn't know he was gonna be that one shot, to be honest. But they saw it, and now that the support's dead, it's like shit. Like you're gonna have to depend on the Poppy R.
Momentaneamente a quantidade de jogadores da Fúria. Tem que acertar. O ultimate do Carioca agora tem que ser precisa. Gira o martelo.
Nah, he entered it. Well played. They saw the enter again. Shit. So what should have happened is the Poppy should have sat here, channel her R, flash over, R them. That was literally the best play he could have done. Instead, he does it in front of their face, like making them back off. But the second it discharges, like it's like he has to wait 10 seconds, right? In those 10 seconds, they can just go. Period. And they do. And again, it's the same thing. Like I said, they found an enter and they went all in. This was nice by Pain. I mean, they're on this objective, they want to turn. The Annie's looking for a play. Oof. The turn's not bad initially. But what I need to see from my Galio is he needs to insta-R. Like, he needs to just either insta-R or he needs to flash in. You know, one of the two. They end up getting knocked out. But yeah, he definitely should have just tried to R here. Like, he's trying to... It looks like he's trying to E to even get closer, but to me, it's like... If this guy's getting caught, he's getting caught. Go all in. And they can definitely get a kill because Azir's dead. It's a 4v5. Now it's a 4v3. And now it looks really good for them, right? It looks pretty good for Pain. Oh. And then they try to turn back in with a Wukong R.
Mas a retomada do Fúria, o Tatu vai pra cima. Tá na hora do Tatu, o jogo simplesmente não para. Se respirar, você pega a jogada, cai de novo, Turi. Uma bate pra cada lado, neutralizado, indo pro Titã. Tudo permanece 50-50 nesse jogo. A Fúria tem um momento no jogo, tem a comp que tá no seu spike. E a Pen ainda vai se vaciando, tentando respirar nesse scale com a Azir gritando. Mas começaram a fazer erros um pouco errados os carries do Pen. Pulo do dragão.
It's a very tight game. And notice that Annie is dropping CS. That typically happens, especially when you're like, you feel like you're always being involved in plays. You will get good like options off, but like it does happen. I will say that I'm kind of a fan of Protobelt Poppy, or Protobelt Annie, because Protobelt Annie is like kind of killer. Whoa. I mean, nobody's home. Nice Tristar. That could have been awful. But honestly, this turned out a lot better than I thought. So let's see. So the Rel gets a fatty, but the problem is that the Trist is jumping into this over here. When did they see this guy border lane? I mean, I don't see it until now. But honestly, oh, the Poppy R is actually not up yet. Oh, that's so unfortunate, because to me, the thing is though that they need the Trist damage, right? Like they actually need the Trist damage. It's the Zir's fault, actually. The Zir should actually just get hit by the Leo R. He should just let himself get hit. He should toss his soldiers over, one soldier over, Q, or whatever the case is, DPS, and then fish here. This is a winning fight again for Pain. I mean, like, this, in all theory, should be pretty freaking good for them. Because, I mean, like, Rumble's overheating, though, which is, like, semi-obnoxious. That is actually the only annoying thing about this. Like, Rumble's overheating, so he can't equalizer. But I think it's because Trist and Azir both went over that this becomes pretty awful. And Fury turns around and kills them. And so in the end of the day, you know, despite Fury making some mistakes in the fights, Pain's making more mistakes. I mean, that's pretty much where we're at. And a lot of this game is being dictated by, yeah, essentially these fights. I don't think, despite some macro decisions happening and everything, I don't think that's the driving force towards who's winning.
A torcida da Fúria sente o momento, vai gritando, torcendo, porque sabe que tá chegando um cenário nunca antes visto. A Fúria pode abrir um 2-0 no grande final. A PEN sempre ganha a Fúria em melhor de 5, melhor de 3. A Fúria agora fica possivelmente ainda não tem nada 100% decidido. A atacante vai pela embaixo, o dragão 1 minuto é alma pra Fúria, hashtag. O puxa pelo top. A PEN tá definitivamente executou duas coisas muito bem, setor de fight. Mas o caos que a Fúria tá criando nessa melhor de 5 não tá deixando a PEN confortável pra iniciar.
Acaba que eles estão entrando nesse ritmo acelerado da equipe da Fúria. Mas a mina pelo atacante, bem TV, a PEN vai brigar.
Here we go.
Joga alguém pra longe, que será só a Leona.
Leo got knocked out. This is good. This is smart by them. Yeah, just back off a little bit. Then they go back in. Too far by Roamer. Oof. Oof. Wow, what a fucking banger. But like, let's look at this fight. They're late to the situation, right? So they're late to the fight. We have a TP coming down, which is Azir. The initial Rumble R, honestly, if they wanted this to be even more dire, because he doesn't need to go in yet. When he equalizes this, then it's really fucking good. And that's gonna be a problem for them. Because Triss can jump over, and she has full sums, and back off with Flash plus Cleanse, and that's how you bait them in. That's how you're gonna win this. Okay? The Rao does not have Flash. Senna has no Flash. So like her walking over Equalizer, pretty awful. So the Equalizer is like not the greatest. He also Poppy R's the Leo. But the problem is like when you do this, it's like he's not in the play yet. So if they just waited, like literally, like waited 2 seconds, just 2 seconds, that's it. That's all they need, 2 seconds. Also the Equalizer is helping kill Arakan, by the way. So if they waited 2 seconds, I think this fight becomes really good for Pain. But so like he goes in, they get out, and personally, I'm not going back in. Like, if it's me, like, I don't care about going back in yet. Like, I'm down, like, if I'm like Galio, like, I mean, but Galio's also delaying them from retreating. That's a good Poppy W. And the way Triss played this... Did Triss flash it or did he just walk? Oh, he flashed it. So that was good by Triss. Triss literally react flashed while he's progressing into this guy. And then Azir should shuffle the Wukong out now. Like, honestly, like, he should have shuffled the Wukong out. And the Galio's kind of just dead to Trist. I think that's the best way to do this, because I do feel like I know what Galio's trying to do, but and like if he goes in, I think he should just Zhonya's now. And then I think it's actually like okay-ish. I don't think Wukong should go in yet either. And if they stay along, then the Annie's gonna get in position to actually get a big slam. And then Wukong can go in and get something because he has Flash as well. Because this is gonna be a game-winning like play. But yeah, the Azir could have just shuffled the Wukong out. Would have taken a bunch of damage. He finally gets Zhonya's off. And for Roamer, like, Roamer just can't go back in. You know, like, once Roamer just, like, separates this and he's just letting this shit happen, like, personally, he should have just kept attacking. And then just wait, because, like, nobody's doing shit with you if you go in like this. Jojo went too far. Nice W. Or R. Senna should never die. Never. Like, Senna's completely untouched. Once he kills this guy, you're not going into a Azir here. Like, oh, I mean, like, you really don't want to go into Azir because he just does so much more fucking damage. But also, is it his Wukong's fault? No. I mean, if Wukong walks in that way, it's also really bad. So he just has to respect that it's a late game Azir who does a ton of damage, has Zhonya's. He gets debated. Damn, man. Not gonna lie, these are very, very fun fights. Very fun fights to watch.
Que é isso, meus amigos? A gente falou que ia ser um jogo de fortes emoções, isso aqui tá passando tudo. É sempre no limite. A Fúria com o jogo na mão, com o momento perfeito. E aí, vem a Penguin e consegue operar um milagre.
Esse é o fator Pen Game que a gente tanto conversa quando é o momento.
Ah, shit, dude. Honestly, yeah, they should not have gone back in. Like, they should have waited for the Annie and the Leo to be in position. If they did, I think then they can win the fight. And Jojo, of course, kind of inted himself because he just ran into the Triss while just getting, like, DPS. So, yeah, Titan played really well there. Really well there. He had really good threat detection. I feel like Tuts is also having a pretty good game. How the hell do they get out of this situation? Because Azir is a massive problem. The Triss is also very bad. What do you do? I mean, yeah, Annie has Flash. This guy has Zhonya's. Okay, I gotta slow down again, man. Because they're contesting the river. This guy tries to go on the Poppy. We don't have Poppy R. We get his Flash, but we use Galio R and Leo R. Oh, nice Zhonya's, bro. Fucking well played. God damn, Roamer. Well played. Too far, too far. They're getting kited by Senna. They're getting kited by Senna. Oh shit, the Senna's doing so much work. Oh, the Senna's just killing everyone. Wow. Holy fuck. That's crazy. Holy shit. Because this is the one thing you need to worry about. Like, when you latch on, like, Leo, right? And you're trying to kill this guy. One, your core carries are not there. So, already, don't Leo R. Just, like, you got a Poppy R, you're winning. Like, literally, it's such a massive win. So he gets blasted. Keep in mind, like, Triss does a fuck ton of damage. This guy had to flash away. It's a good rel engage. Great reaction by Roamer. Seriously, amazing reaction by Roamer. Then the Rumble flashes in, which, I mean, I don't know why he did that. Like, there was no point on doing that. Like, he could just walk up and just, like, you're just killing the Galio. Kill this guy. That's it. But I think what they fail to realize is how much damage the Senna's doing. Like, look at this shit. Ow. Ow. And the Wukong still has R. And he flashes in and W's out. Oh boy. It's so unfortunate. Because the Triss also is like trying to play super far forward. But this is it, you don't go past your team, you know? I mean, he does have Flash. I mean, like, I guess in theory, like, he could try to Flash on this guy, but it's like, it's too much. It's too much. Like, they're never reaching this guy. So, once he's Zhonya's, they should all immediately back off. Like, they shouldn't stack on top of him. They should back off, and if he wants to get out, he can get out. But it's hard to realize that the Senna, I don't know if it's like, okay, maybe it's not hard to realize, but like, the Senna is just pumping. And I think they just lost the game. And they literally lose the game in the same shitty way as the first game. Which is crazy. What the fuck? They actually lose the game the same way. I mean, it's not like they're trying to save an inting team member, right? But it's just like, it's one of those games where it's super close, but you feel like you're in control the majority of the time, and you lose. Like, how frustrating is that? Really frustrating. MVP. Titan had his own issues, but he was pretty good this game. Honestly, in the end of the day, Romer was pretty damn good in this game. He really was. I do think Titan made some really good decisions on how he was playing. I mean, the majority of this guy's kills and such came later. Maybe I might put Tatsu. I might put the Wukong. He made some errors, but honestly, it wasn't that bad. Worst player of the game. Like, this is always the hardest thing when you're like having like very close games like this. It's always not like the easiest to choose to personally. It actually might be him. Only because there's like he is putting himself in some precarious situations that, yeah, he can't be it. And it's just, it is what it is. He could also probably put down the jungle as well, because again, he kind of screwed up a bunch of Poppy R's, which is pretty pivotal. But yeah, this was a very fun game. Very fun game to watch.